Hello again, this is Mirza Hamza, Senior Director ACE, and today we will be discussing a very important lesson, multiplication tables. Now if we quickly look at the Aitchison College Entrance Test syllabus for K2, we will see that the college explicitly mentions tables up till 7. So a kid who is taking the Aitchison College Entrance Test exam should know tables up till 7. We also like to include table of 10 because it's already a part of the other tables. Now, what are times tables? Multiplication tables are essentially an extension of counting. So for example, the table of 2 is a counting of 2 because we're learning to count in twos. And there are certain prerequisites for understanding timetables. So the first prerequisite is rote learning because there is a lot of memorizing that entails multiplication tables. Secondly, a student should have a grip on his counting or her counting. And thirdly, there is the use of vocabulary, certain vocabulary that forms essential in understanding word problems that will be tested in the final exam, Aitchison College Entrance Test. So I will be coming to that later, but let me first tell you how ACE goes about teaching its kids multiplication tables. I've already mentioned the 3 phases, and we take everything step by step. So firstly, we try to introduce our students to a lot of table songs or use multimedia to expose them initially to the concept of multiplication tables. And we can also distribute pedals that are cutouts actually, and students are exposed to times tables. As they are able to learn more and enhance their learning, we introduce them further to these activities. For example, they may be counting beads or buttons and then writing down the result as part of the exercise in order to understand times tables. And then comes the fun part, because I've already talked about active rest. That is that we try to introduce a concept through coloring pages, and we use a lot of coloring pages for multiplication tables as well. So combining these 3 activities, once a student, we feel that he's able to grasp that concept, we move on further in order to introduce certain vocabulary terms, because essentially in order to decipher, once a kid is exposed to a word problem, whether to determine if it's an addition, subtraction, or a multiplication problem, we need to teach him the vocabulary words. And once he knows the words, he will be able to solve simple or complex problems, word problems that is. So I think that's pretty much sums up how we teach our kids multiplication tables. And if you need help with anything, my number is in the description below. Give me a call. And just to give you a heads up, ACE has trained more than 1,000 students since 1999 and helped them get into Aitchison College from all classes. So that includes from K2 to C1. If you like my work, just comment, share, let me know.